Hello, my YouTube family. This is the OG Crypto New Jack coming at you with some cold hard facts, opinion, and some speculation mixed with breadcrumbs. But before I begin, let me give you my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. Anything you see or hear in this video is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Remember to do your own research, consult with a qualified professional before making investment decisions. Okay, now that we got that out the way, let's begin. Looking at CoinGecko, the global cryptocurrency market cap at the time of this recording is $1.17 trillion. Bitcoin coming in at the number one spot at 26,857. Ethereum at the number two spot at 1817. And our beloved XRP is at 45 cents. Okay, moving on. The Fear and Greed Index is coming in looking at neutral at 49. So not too bad. Moving on to crypto bubbles, we have here a mixture. Looks like a mixture to me. We have some green, some red. The biggest loser is Hex coming in at a negative 19.8%. And the biggest winner is CFX coming in at 7.4%. Okay, moving on. We're going to be moving on to some big XRP news. We're going to start with Judge Annalisa Torres denies the SEC's motion to seal the Hinman documents. So hopefully soon the public will finally be able to see all the shenanigans, aka corruption, going on at the SEC. This is a major win. We were going to see them by June 6th, but both sides jointly requested a week extension. So the new date is now June 13th. We waited this long, lost one more week, right? Okay, moving on. We have this gentleman here, Warren Jensen. He just got appointed to Ripple's board and new chair of Ripple's audit committee. This gentleman comes with a lot of experience. He was a CFO at NBC, Delta Airlines, and Amazon, just to name a few. The A team being assembled at Ripple just keeps getting bigger and better. Okay, moving on. Next, we have Ripple acquiring Medico, a Swiss-based provider of digital asset custody and tokenization technology. Ripple, the company, despite the SEC versus Ripple case, just keeps going. Like Rosie Rio said, the train is at the station, and there's no stopping this train. Okay, moving on. Ripple was selected by the Hong Kong Monetary Authority to tokenize real estate assets as part of their pilot program. Now, this is going to be huge. Maybe not with this only in Hong Kong, but when the rest of the world starts to do this and tokenize everything, this is going to be huge for XRP Ledger and, of course, the XRP price once this starts happening. This, people don't realize how big this is. Okay, moving on. This title in and of itself says it all. Ripple joins the IMF to discuss CBDCs for cross-border payments. And that's really all that needs to be said there. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and Ripple in talks. Oh boy. Buckle up, boys. Put on your seatbelts. This is going to get good. Now, moving on to other news outside of XRP, we have Ledger. The Ledger disaster. You have a media nightmare, which in my opinion was self-inflicted. Ledger, I wish they would have asked me. They didn't, of course, but if they did, I would have told them to leave their three main products alone. You have the Nano S, Nano X, and the latest one, Ledger Stacks. Leave those alone. If they were getting a lot of requests from customers who are the forgetful type, then create a new device that has the seed phrase that can be recovered, and they would have avoided the backlash that they got from their community. I believe them personally when they said, you don't have to opt in, and if you don't, your device is not affected. But if you are in the camp of F this, I'm done with Ledger, then I have this Ledger tutorial for you to watch. Shout out to Oklahoma. Enjoy. This is hysterical. Love it. Love it. And speaking of funny videos, This other one, and it's very funny. I like this one a lot. Shout out to Oscar Asdaron. Let's see.
Deposit day. Red, King. The play was off. He's not the MIT Harry. That's his evil twin brother. His skin, David. He's transforming. You're a lizard man, David. He's a lizard man. And I can't believe it. Oh my God, Brad. That's not Gary Gensler. Okay, wait. Oh my God. I'm trying. Do it now. Stop. Hit the fucking switch.
589. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, moving on. Here we have a not so funny video. We have the President of the United States doing a Gary Gensler on us crypto holders, painting all of us with a broad brush as some wealthy tax cheats. Shout out to Crypto Ari for this video. Let me see if I can get it to play. You can hear the man for himself.
That protects both the tax sheets and crypto traders while putting foreign assistance at risk for nearly 100, nearly 1 million Americans. That protects both the tax sheets and crypto traders.
Well, we have come now to the smoking gun. The smoking gun that we all knew existed. And here we have it. Compliments of John E. Deaton, who is one of the heroes in this SEC versus Ripple case, where the SEC knew before they sued Ripple that XRP was not a security, but sued the company anyway. And here, in this area, let me read it to you verbatim. There are reasonable grounds to conclude that XRP does not satisfy all of the elements of the Howey analysis and is therefore not a security. I repeat, and therefore not a security for purposes of the federal securities law. So this is where speculation I will give you, but with breadcrumbs. But I will start with the breadcrumbs. Breadcrumb number one. You have Gary Gensler on video teaching a class at MIT, says that incumbent banks, to allow you to stay in business, you, the new startup, must give up 50% of your business or give them half of your escrow. This is America. That's strong-arming a new company. That should not happen. Breadcrumb number two, Tim Draper, when asked by Gary Gensler on stage a question about the incumbents, and Tim Draper went on to say how they will get their government friends to sue them and try and stop them, the new startups, which is exactly what is happening today with the SEC Ripple case. Breadcrumb number three, the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, stated that 15 to 18 JP Morgan executives went to Ripple headquarters while he was on stage at some event. Now, this is not, and I repeat, not cold hard facts, but this is pure speculation on my part. But I speculate that that was a move by JP Morgan to take over Ripple or force them to give up 50% of their escrow. Ripple told them to go fly a kite, as they should have. The next thing you know, Ripple gets hit with a bogus lawsuit that we now know for sure that the SEC knew XRP was not a security, but sued them anyway. That is a smoking gun. And when we get the rest of the emails, there'll be more smoking guns like that as well. So we have come to the end of the video, fam. So that's going to do it for today. If you found this video to be helpful, would you please smash a like and subscribe? I would really appreciate it, and it doesn't cost you anything. Thank you in advance. And in the words of Snoop Dogg, remember to keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind. Peace out, fam.